Everybody, today we will study angles. Now here on the blackboard, I have shown two lines. AB is one line and CD is another line. And they are intersecting each other at one point, which we have called as O. So here we can see that there are four portions formed due to these intercutting lines. This is one part, this is the second part, this is the third part, and this is the fourth part. Now each of these parts are called as angles. And how are they named? Let us study that first. Here the two lines are intersecting and this particular point is called as vertex. Now whenever we are naming an angle, we have to study this particular portion which is held by two line segments, means line parts. One part is AO, another part is DO. So in between AO and DO, the portion which is coming is called as an angle. So let us first name this particular angle. Vertex O has to come in the middle of the name of the angle. And we can say that angle AOD or angle DOA is the name of this particular angle or the portion or the area which is held between these two line segments. So everybody, how are we going to name angle 1? We can say that name of angle 1, this is the sign for an angle. Name of angle 1 is equal to angle AOD, or the same angle can be called as angle DOA. So here in the name of the angle, the vertex comes in the middle of the three alphabets. Now anybody, can you give me the name of angle number 2? Yes, Nani, I will try. Good. Nani, angle 2 can be named as angle DOB, or the same angle 2 can be called as angle BOD. Here I have written it, Nani. Good, Nani, very good. Now, anybody, I am going to ask you, name the arms of the angle 1. Arms means these two line segments in between which the angle number 1 happens to come. So, angle number 1's arms are Everybody, have you understood the meaning of arms of the angle? Yes, Nani. Okay, then let me take a small test of yours. Angle number 3, that is this angle. What are the arms holding angle number 3 in between? So, Angle number 3's arms. Write them here, dear. Nani, I have written the answer. CO and BO are the two arms of angle number 3. Good girl. Repeat. Now, let us learn how to draw an angle and measure the given angle. For drawing or measuring the given angle, we will have to use an instrument called as protractor. Now, what is a protractor? Here is a protractor. Now, we will find that protractor is a semi-circular instrument. Means half the circle is taken. So this was the full circle. Half of it was broken and thrown away, and the upper part is taken as the protractor itself. So it is a semicircular structure. Now the diameter of the circle is called as the baseline or the line of reference of protractor. And this baseline or the line of reference of protractor is nothing but the diameter of the original circle from which the protractor instrument has been prepared. Have you followed this much? Yes, Nani. Okay. Now this diameter has got one center. This is the center of the entire circle also, and this is the center of the protractor also. So second one is this, that we must remember. This is the center of the protractor. Now the baseline of the protractor starts both ways from 0 degrees. Remember, angles measurement means degrees. As we measure time in hours, minutes and seconds, an angle is measured in degrees, and this is the symbol of degrees. So here the degree is 0. Similarly, on the opposite side also, on the reference line, the degree of angle is 0. And as we go from this side to the top, the degrees will increase by 90. So in the middle we will find 90 degrees symbol. From this side also, if we start counting an angle, then also we have got 90 degrees to cover. That means from this side to this side 90, from this side to this 90. That means the entire semicircular portion is divided into 180 degrees. Now I will show the same thing to you from your, means students, compass box. So here is an instrument, protractor, which I am taking out from a compass box made for the students. Here the protractor is semicircular as you see. Now this particular line, this line is the baseline or the reference line of the protractor. At the extreme right hand side of the baseline or reference line, you are going to find 0 and 180 degree written on it. In the same fashion, on the extreme left hand side of the reference line, we find 0 as well as 180 number written on it. What is the secret behind it? The secret is this. that if you start counting this way and go ahead like this, then the first number that you are going to take is 0. But if you are going to count the degrees of the angle from this end and come up like this, then here it is going to end in 180 degrees. That means 0 and 180 degrees depends on which direction you are going to move when the angle is formed. Now here, right at the center of the reference line, you are going to find this center of the protractor, and on top you will find 90 written there. That means this line represents that angle when counted from here to here is 90 degrees, and if the angle is counted from this 0 to this, then also it is 90 degree angle. And hence we will find that on one line right in the top, we will find only one number written, that is 90 degrees. Now suppose, Rani, if the question is like this, draw an angle of 40 degrees and 120 degrees. Then first of all, on the lines given on your answer book, you are going to draw one straight line. This is our lower line segment, and this becomes the vertex of the angle. And hence we are going to keep our protractor in this fashion. On the vertex, the center of the protractor will come, and on this line which we have drawn, the line of reference should fall. Now they have asked us to show an angle of 40 degrees. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So here make a dot and then remove the protractor, and then you have to join the vertex of the angle with this dot, and this is our 40 degree angle. Now let us, Rani, draw an angle of 120 degrees. For 120 degrees angle also, first of all, you will have to draw the lower arm of the angle. Means on the lines given on the paper, draw another line. This forms our lower arm of our angle, and this becomes the vertex. So now keep the protractor on this line with the vertex coinciding with the center of the protractor in this fashion. Now they have asked us to give the angle of 120. So up to here, when we start counting from here to here, it is 90 degrees, 100, 110 and 120. So put a dot here, and then remove the protractor and join this dot with our vertex. And this creates an angle of 120 degrees. Now suppose, Rani, they give you an angle and they ask you to measure the angle. It is very easy. Take the protractor from your compass box and then put the baseline on the arm which is on the lower side. See, this is the arm on lower side, and hence I have chosen this way to keep the protractor. And the center has to coincide with the center. Look at this. So now we can say that this particular portion means 90 degrees. So this particular angle is of 90 degrees. That is going to be our answer. Then we come on the next one. They have asked us to find out the measure of this angle. Again, what we have to do? Keep this reference line or baseline on the lower arm. Let it coincide completely like this. And then we will keep the vertex of the angle on the center of the protractor. And then we have to count. See, this line, this particular point of the angle is coming on 50 degrees. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this is an angle of 50 degree measure. And now let's come on this. Again, what we have to do? Keep this baseline. Look at the baseline on the lower arm and the center of the protractor on the vertex of the angle. So here we go. This is how we have to keep. It should exactly coincide, huh? Yes. So now this baseline is coinciding with lower arm and the center of the protractor is coinciding with the vertex. So from here to here we have to count, and this is 90, 100, 110 and 120. So this particular one is having a measure of 120 degree angle. Have you understood it, Raja? Yes, Nani, very easy. We have to see the types of angle. Here, we have got an angle of exact 90 degrees. Means two lines are vertical to each other. So, this particular angle of 90 degrees is called as right angle. Now we come on this angle. This angle is of 50 degrees, means less than 90 degrees angle, and hence this particular angle, which is less than 90 degrees, is called as acute angle. And now the one which is more than 90 degrees. So this is called as obtuse angle. Understood, Nani? Yes, Nani. Right angle, acute angle, obtuse angle. Good.